So welcome to the new question. So in this question, what we have to do, we have to find out that our number will contain the power of 4 or not. Okay, so this is our question. So so how we can solve this question? So we have to understand what is your question. So our question is simple. We have to given a number like n. Okay, and we have to find out this number will contain the power of 4 or not. Okay, so how we can find this question? How we can find the solution? So we have to understand first what is your question. Then after going to solution. Okay, so our question is we have to given an n number like a number will like 4, and we have to find out this 4 will contain the power of 4 or not. Okay, so if we so this number will contain the power of 4. Okay, why? Because this will number have also 4. Okay, 4 cross 1 8. 8 will not contain the power of 4. Why? Because this number will not valid. Why? Because if we have to check that any number is contain the power of 4, then number valid is this number will be valid. Why? Because this number will contain the power of 4, and this number also will contain the power of 4. Why? Because 4 ki power 1 equal to 4, 4 ki power 2 equal to 16, 4 ki power 3 equal to 16, sorry, 4 ki power 3 equal to 64. So this is not the power for. Why? Because this number is not a 4. What do you mean by power? What do you mean by power? Power means same numbers. Same number multiplied by 2 times. 4 cross 4, 4 cross 2, 4 cross 3. 3 will represent the power. How many times 4 will multiplied? Okay, I hope you understand. Okay, so we have to find that any number is contain the power of 4 or not. Okay, so how we can solve this question? First, how we can solve this question? We have to understand binary number. Okay, so how we can represent any number into binary number like this? If you will represent any number like 8, like 1, how we can represent 1 into binary number like this 0 0 0 1. Okay, so this will signify that this number is 1. How? This will on at 2 ki power 0. The 1 is on at 2 ki power 0th position. Okay, and this will 2 ki power 1. Okay, this 2 ki power 1 represent that the weight of this binary number. Okay, the weight of this binary number. Okay, any number is on at 2 ki power 1 now, it will say the value is 2. Okay, it will say the value of 2 ki power 0, 2 ki power 1. Okay, and this is 1 and this is 2. Okay, if this one is on at this position, then this will represent 2 ki power 2, which is value equal to 2 ki power 4. And this one is on at this position, then it will represent 2 ki power 3, and this is 8. Okay, so this one represent the values. If 2 ki power 0 is, this is 2 ki power 1, this is 2 ki power 2, this is 2 ki power 3, and when 1 is on at this position, this value represent 2 ki power 0, which is equal to 1. Okay, and when this one is on at this position, then it will represent 2 ki power 1, which is equal to 2 ki power 2. Okay, and then when then this one is on at this position, then this number will represent 2 ki power 2 equal to 4. Okay, so the shifting of 1 will represent the values. When we shift this one, when we are shifting this one, then the power is increased. Okay, 0 1 2 3. When we shifting this one. Okay, so when we shift this one at this manner, then the power will increase in this manner. Okay, I hope you understand. But the change is like when we are containing the power of 4, when we are saying that any value is contain the power of 4, how we can say that? In this value, which number has power of 4? Which number contains the power of 4? What we are doing, we find out that this number will contain the power of 4, 2 ki power 0. Okay, why? Because we can represent 4 ki power 0. This is simple now, because this is also equal to 1. We can say this number is also 4 ki power. Why? Because 2 ki power 2 equal to 4 ki power 1. 4. But this number will not contain the power of 4. So which number contain the power of 4? The number which contain the power of 4, the position of 1 is odd, like this. How we can say this is odd position? This is first position, this is second position, this is third position. When our 1 is on at odd position, then our number will contain the power of 4. But the change is when our number is on at the even position, then this number will not contain the power of 4. How we can say that? Like when this number is on at this position, then our power is 2 ki power 3, and 2 ki power 3 will not contain the power of 4. How? Because 4 cross 2 is not a valid number. It's not a valid number which contain the power of 4. So how we can identify? We have to check that our 1 is on at even or odd position. We have to check that our 1 is on at even or odd position. What we have found? We find out that our 1 is on at odd position, even position. So this number will not contain the power of 4. But which number contain the power of 4? When our 1 is on at odd position, then our number will contain the power of 4. At this stage, our 1 is on at odd position. So this number will contain the power of 4. So what we have to do? We have to find out our 1 is on at which position. So we have to check, we have to put a condition, like if our 1 is on at odd position, then this number will contain the power of 4. But before that, what we have to check? We have to check that this number will contain the power of 2 or not. So we have to put a 2 check. First check will valid. first check will identify that our number is valid or not. Okay, and second check that our number is containing the power of 2 or not, and the third check is where our 1 is on is at odd position or even position. Okay, so we have to put a 2 check. First check is find out that number will contain the power of 2 or not. Okay, so why we are saying that? Why we are saying that we have to check out power of 2? Why? Because power of 2 will say that in our number single bit is on. When our single bit is on now, then this number will represent the power of 2. How we can say that? 0001 2 की power 0, it means 1. Single bit is on, 1 is on. You just look at this position. There are 1 is on now. If we type this, then single bit is on. It will represent that single bit is on. If the single bit is on, then this will represent this number will contain the power of 2. Why? Because if 2 number will on na, it will not contain the power of 2. How? I just qualified it. I just proved that. Like if this value is on, then this value represent 2 की power 1, and this value represent 2 की power 2. 2 की power 2 equal to 4, 2 की power 1. 4 plus 2 6. 6 will not contain a power of 2. So what I'm saying, you have to just identify that our value is containing single digit or not. How we can identify? We have to put a check. Which type of check? We have to put we take this number n and we take and with n minus 1. Okay, so if we have number n, then we have to, how we can identify that this number will contain the power of 2? In previous question you understand, but I'm just explaining now in a briefly manner. Okay, so in this question we have to just I'm taking another example like this so you understand easily. So in this question we have to identify that this number will contain the power of 2 or not. What we are doing, we are just taking difference with 1, and this value is like this, and we are taking and with this, and we found out 0. Okay, if we find out 0, then we can say that this number will contain the power of 2. Okay, so first we have to understand, first we have to find out our power, this number will contain the power of 2 or not. Okay, and after that we have find out that our number 1, our single digit is on at which position. If our single digit is on at even position, then this number will not contain the power of 4. If our single digit is on at odd position, then this number will contain the power of 2. If you find out my speed is very fast, then you can slow and watch this video. Okay, so we have to put a 2 check, and the second check is we have to put a condition. What type of condition? We have to put a condition of how we where our 1 is on, where our bit is on at odd position or even position. How we can put a check? We have to take a mask. Which type of mask? We have to take a mask of 31 range, minus 31 to 31 range, so that we can identify that which bit is on, odd positions bit or even position bit. So our mask is like this. At every odd position we find a 1. We put a 1, so that we can identify that in given number where our 1 bit is on. Like if we have to find out that this number will contain the power of 4 or not. This number will contain the power of 4 or not. So how we can identify? We have to take a and with this number, and when we find out, this will 0 because we're taking and now. So 1 and 0 equal to 0. We identify that this value is 1 and all other is 0 and all other is 0. So this will represent that this one will represent that our number is on at odd position. How? 0 1 2 0 nahi 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so 5 position. When 1 is on at odd position, then this number will contain the power of how? 2 की power 5. 2 की power 5 2 2 2 2 2 2 2. So this number will contain the power of 4. 2 की power 6. Okay, so this number will contain the power of 4. Okay, how? This number will contain the 2 की power 6. 2 की power 4. 2 की power 0, 2 की power 1, 2 की power 2, 2 की power 3, 2 की power 4. Okay, and 2 की power 4, 2 cross 2 cross 2 cross 2, 2 2 4 cross 4. Okay, so this will contain the power 4. Okay, how we can identify? If our number is on at odd position, then this number will contain the power 4. Okay, if I'm taking other example like this, if our number is n equal to 1 0 0 0. Okay, when we are taking and with this number, what we are getting? We are getting all number is 0. So that we can say that this number will not contain the power 4. Why? Because our bit is on at even position, 1 2 3 4. Fourth position, our 1 is on at 4th position, and this will represent the 2 की power 3 and 2 cross 2 cross 2, and this value will give 8. So this number will not contain the power of 4. Okay, so I think you understand everything. So I'm going to code this problem. Okay, so now we are going to code this problem. So what we have to do, we have to take a return if n greater than 0 and n minus 1 equal to 0, and where we just take fact and n greater than 0. Okay, so first we are checking that our number is greater than 0 or not, and then we put a condition of if this number will contain the power of 2 or not, and then we are checking out that our number will contain the power of 4 or not. It means we are checking out that our position is 1 at which position. We have to run it. We are not taking facts, we have to just take a fact. Int fact means variable which number is used to check. Okay, accepted. We have to submit it. So this will submit it. So thank you so much for watching my video. Thank you.